Hi everyone, my name's Frances and I'm a software engineer at Google. I work on Google's internal search engine and I also help out with coding competitions. We hope you enjoyed all of the problems from our 2021 contests. Today, my friend and co-worker Yosri and I are going to talk you through the problem ropes from our final round. Yosri, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Thanks, Francis. Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Yosri. I am a software engineer in Safe Search team in Search Ranking. I also contribute to Google coding competitions. Today, Francis and I will walk you through what ropes is asking and how you might want to go about solving it. Remember, you can always try any of our problems on your own at any time in practice mode on g.co/codejam. Now, let's get started.
Thanks, Yosri. Let's take a look at the problem statement. In this problem, we have a river with 200 trees on each riverbank, lined up from west to east. There are two scout teams competing to win. For this video, let's call them the red and blue teams, and the red team will always go first. For simplicity, let's assume we only have 4 trees on each riverbank, as shown here. Taking turns, the red and the blue team will attach a rope between the 2 trees, one on each side, where the trees haven't already had a rope tied to them. They get a point for each rope they cross with the new rope.
And this game ends when all trees have ropes tied to them, correct?
Yes, and then the team with the most points wins the game. In this problem, we are to help one of the teams to win at least 55% of the 1,000 games they will play.
Oh, exciting. Which team are we going to help? I suppose that the blue team may have an advantage already going second.
We'll help the red team, so we'll start first for every game. Not only that, but the opposing team feels so confident that they will have shared their strategy.
Well, they are going second. But I still wonder what their strategy might be.
In each turn, they'll pick a pair of trees that gives them the most points. And if there are many pairs that would give them the same number of points, they will pick one randomly. So Yosri, what do you think? How can we help the red team win?
I wonder, what would happen if we also picked randomly following their strategy? Let's say we attach a rope from the second tree on the north side to the first tree on the south side.
What would the blue team do next?
According to the blue team's strategy, they will pick a pair of trees that crosses our rope. In order to get the maximum amount of points, they have to choose the first tree on the north side. And then, they will have 3 options to choose from on the south side. The second tree, the third tree, or the fourth tree. And they will choose one of these 3 options randomly.
Let's say they attach a rope from the first tree on the north side to the third tree on the south side. So, now the blue team has a point, but we have none.
Right. When we go first, we can't cross any rope. So we can't get any points. But often they will be able to get a point on their first go.
That's right. In fact, using a random approach like this, we can expect to win just 27% of the time.
That's not enough to help the team. Maybe we can try something different?
As you noticed already, going second might be an advantage. It would be good if we could place our rope in such a way that the blue team cannot cross our rope on their first turn.
Got it. We can tie our first rope to the first 2 trees, and this way, the blue team can't cross any rope yet.
Great idea. This means that the blue team will not be able to score a point on their next turn. Plus, we know that their strategy means they'll pick their next turn at random. Looking at all the possible next turns, we can see that they block us scoring a point only 2 out of 9 times.
Well, this means we have effectively forced the blue team to go first. And since we know their strategy is to pick a random pair of trees that gives the most points, we are able to gain advantage from this.
Exactly, but we have to be a little careful. What do we do if they randomly choose a blocking move, like we did on our first turn? And in general, how would we choose our next move?
I think if they randomly choose a similar move, then we can just use our best strategy as well. until they make a move that we can take advantage of. And once we have taken advantage, we don't want to give it up. We want to play carefully to be sure that we don't let the blue team get more points after this first move. In general, let's try to pick a move that keeps us ahead. Maybe we can use their strategy to our advantage. I wonder, what if we just use the blue team's move against them?
Interesting idea. How can we do that?
Let's counter their move with the opposite pair. If they try tree A from the north side to tree B from the south side, we try tree B from the north side to tree A from the south side. And this way, we guarantee that we gain the same amount of points they gained last turn, plus 1 additional point to the new crossing we just made.
Nice +1 technique. But what if they played a pair of opposite trees? Like tree A from the north side and tree A from the south side?
I think then we should pick a pair in a similar way, not to block our winning +1 strategy in the future. And we can even look for the opposite pair that gives us the most number of points.
Great idea. If we do that, then we'll win 64% of the games, which is enough to pass.
That's wonderful. I still wonder, can we do any better?
Actually, yes. It's possible to get up to a 93% success rate using different strategies. These are available on the problem analysis page.
That was an exciting problem. For more, don't forget to check out the other great problems walkthrough videos from the CodeJam 2021 Virtual World Finals on g.co/codejam.
And if you're interested in getting started with coding competitions, check out Google's Kickstart competition, a great place to hone your coding skills.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.